part 2, so I'm calling this part 3 because I believe the other video was a long one. I apologize. Let's get back into this. Where we last left off, I went the wrong way and I ended up climbing up a bloody mountain. So, without further ado, let's take the horse and go this way instead. Yep, this way. Oh, I'm going to be saying this at the end of the video as well, but if you like the series so far, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when the video or live stream goes live or goes up. And yeah, without further ado, let's resume what we're doing. So, where we last left off, we were going to meet somebody. I don't remember who, but from the way the others kept talking, it sounded like it was an important somebody. Us goblins usually don't care if somebody's important. Well, that's not true. We care if they're important when we know we can get money from them. Or ransom them. Or pretend to ransom them and then just sell them to another goblin tribe. Oh man, I have a D&D story about that, but I'll probably tell that later on in the future. You know, a lot of Assassin's Creed Valhalla is the goblin clans I actually had to deal with. I think they were like snow goblins. Of course, snow goblins are taller than normal goblins, but they're not smarter. Except for the one I faced. One I faced had ice magic. At least the chief did. Eesh, that was a tough fight. I don't even remember why I started a fight with that guy. I think it was something about him stealing my drink. Ooh, I did not mean to hit you. Alright, let's see what these guys want. What are these kids doing out here?
What is all this? Who bangs the drums of war?
Look at you! A battle-hardened Vikinger! Just what we need.
Oh, and what do you need this battle-hardened warrior for?
One day, we will be the greatest warriors beneath our banner. Skulls will write songs of the wolf pack, but we must first practice our raiding.
Going on a raid. Then we shall raid. 3 wolves and I will be forced to your lead.
Wolf pack! Onwards!
Wolf pack!
They ran. 4 warriors, like 4 limbs of one clawing body. Each limb built to kill, destroy.
This is actually kind of fun and adorable.
They arrived at the village. Torches, axes, and blades at the ready. Ready for the slaughter. To war! Ah!
Now what?
Run. No time to even blink as his trachea is ripped out through his neck. His insides are all outsides now.
How the heck did these kids put this fort together? Is that it? Oh, that's a skeleton. are these guys on a horse? I legit don't know what to do now. Is this like a glitch? Who knows? Well, either way, it was nice playing with you kids. These guys friends or foes? And they don't be aggressive, so... Okay, this kid's following me now, so... Why is that hidden? And there the kid goes. Now, guys and girls and fellow goblins and goblets, I have a message to say during this part of the video. Oh, I will be doing a Let's Play of Spider-Man Miles Morales. So, if you do wish to see that video, get ready to actually click on it when it goes live. So yeah, hit the bell notification, subscribe if you want to see me play it live. Otherwise, just wait until the video gets posted on YouTube. I mean, it's posted every time I'm done live streaming. But well, that out of the way, let's get back to what we're doing. Wait, back in the first village? I can't tell. No, we're not back in the first village. Shit. What we got here?
Your clan is a foul stench. We are strong, Eddie. Yes, strong with stink.
Right, we entered, I believe it's a tavern? Or bar, whatever they call it.
You've just won your heart's desire, Eivor. Yet by the look on your face, you've lost your will to live.
Gorm is here with the last of his men. Why does that troll dare show his face?
Leave it for another day. We are here under Harald's truce. And Gorm is too weak to try anything bold.
Here's a seed stain on his father's trousers. I should wipe him from this world.
Not tonight, Eivor. Leave it. Basil, watch over this one and see that he warms himself with drink. I will find my father and escort him to the Longhouse.
As you wish.
Is Hytham well?
He will heal, but never fully recover. It is fortunate that you were able to succeed where he failed.
My resolve was strong.
When you slew Kjotve, did you see a sigil on him? Silver, the size of my palm, bearing the symbol of an ash tree?
Take it. Trade it for what you can.
I know where Gorm is camped. If you wish to see him without anyone the wiser, there is a trick I can teach you.
Already looking for another princess? All right, I'll bite. What do I do?
Use your cloak to obscure your face. Blend into the crowd. Divert attention. Hide in plain sight.
This is how your Brotherhood operates. You sneak around in the daylight, stepping your victims where they stand.
Said like that, you make me blush. We are seekers of justice, shepherds of
That's
man's
not
will.
always true.
We work in the dark.
Hell, there was a
to
faction
serve
of
the
good
light.
Templars who actually got
Suppose there's
killed,
no shame
despite the
in
fact they
using
weren't with
deception when
the
honor is at stake.
bad group.
And Gorham is
Assassins didn't
staying
really
in
give a
that
shit, they just killed them anyways.
Then let's see what can be done to cleanse
I
that
just say,
stain.
it's fucked up.
Give it a try.
Oh, I just thought of something. If they ever do make a modern day Assassin's Creed game, they should make it so you can either be like sided with the Templars or the Assassins, but it's your own order. Like you can choose to be like bad Assassins, like they don't follow the code, or good Templars who don't like listen to the others and plan to try to like stop the other Templars, but also stop the Assassins.
At a distance. Remain
I think that would
far
actually
from
make a
mortal
pretty
eyes,
cool game.
and you will be invisible to Play
Wrong
your
button.
hand. See. These and others. And in case I wasn't clear, you will need to put up your hood for the trick to work.
I did put it up. Move the fuck out of the way, you horse.
Gorm is there, in the camp ahead.
What were you thinking? Drinking mead on an empty stomach?
You have to eat something before drinking that much.
How does that go? Feed before meat.
I have some roasted lamb on a spit. Are you coming? Almost hostage mother. Mountain patrol saw the smoke. Kings here defend the wall of the king. The sharp stick. I hope we find another fight.
Hey, what?
You Attica shit! Take up your weapon and follow me beyond these walls. Let Odin's favor land where it may.
You dare not break the king's peace here. So fuck you and your god talk. What say you to that? You can beat me, but you will not kill me. Not under Harald's truce.
You are all subject to King Harald's truce. Break his peace and you will be cast out of Alrikstad.
I will give you no trouble. You were shat into this world without honor, Gorm, and you will leave as a turd dumped into hell's deepest ditch.
Keep crowing, Eivor. You only make yourself an easier target.
Huh, Scarface was a real jackass there.
The old thing will have
Of course, Eivor kind of seems like... Well, he kind of sounds like a spoiled brat in my opinion. Like, his father, like, the way I see it, he did die with honor. He tried to keep his family and his clan safe, but... Ay, ay, ay. Of course, maybe I have a different sense of honor. Me, I believe in thief's honor. Of course, that's probably because most games I'm a thief. Even the pen and paper ones.
Sunan, guide me.
How do I take the hood off? There we go. That was a stupid question. Sorry if you guys are hearing noise. If you watched my Watch Dogs videos, then you would know why there's a creaking noise. Speaking of which, go check out those videos for Watch Dogs Legion Let's Play I did. I also made videos of Mass Effect and of Cyberpunk. Well, one video of Cyberpunk, 2 videos of Mass Effect.
It pains me to say, he does.
Thank you. His day will come. Oh, gods. I hate long speeches.
Only when you're not giving them.
I hate long speeches too.
Half done the black. A great man who achieved great things.
They buried Halfdan's leg near our temple. The crops have never grown tall.
They buried his arms near ours, and we get nothing but a muddy river.
I dream of something greater. A vast kingdom of warriors in numbers the world has never seen. United under one king, one rule. Too much blood has been spilled fighting one another. Today, we unify and turn our blades outward to conquer new lands. And who better to lead us to glory than me? I was blooded before the age of 10, and I led the greatest army Norway has ever seen. But they say a wise king seeks honest counsel, so I ask, who among you rejects this new arrangement?
I am not your enemy, King Harald, but I will not be your subject. Tomorrow we sail for greener shores, and so my kingdom is yours.
This saddens me, noble Hjor. And does your wife agree? Is she not tired of limping ever westward?
My husband and I are as one in this, Lord. We do not limp together, we fly.
I'm sad to lose a woman of your spirit, Luvin. But I hold no grudge. May the fates grant you good luck.
My king, I offer you my axe and my oath, ironclad.
Gorm Kjotveson, you dare show your face in this hall. Did not King Styrbjörn and his son Sigurd rid our lands of your foulness?
The Raven clan dishonored me, great king. They poisoned my father, Kjotgru. They made a mockery of his honorable death.
Backreld, you lie! Hold, Eivor. Let it play out.
This is a serious charge, Gorm, and a false one at that. My uncle saw your father die. Eivor Wolf-Kissed, you are Kjotve's slayer. This man has slandered your clan. What shall I do with him?
Kill him? Nah, let's do this.
Exile, Lord. Banish him to the wilds where even a slave could kill him with impunity.
A wise choice. Death would be too easy a way out. Gorm, I name you Worm and call you exile. Leave these lands by the next full moon, or I will feed you to the crows myself.
King Harald, may I speak?
The floor is yours, King Styrbjörn.
My people have held our land since the days when Odin himself walked among us. My kingdom is humble, but we have paid for it in blood. Our victory over Kjotve is proof that we will not lay down without a fight. All here have buried friends, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. And I, for one, have had my fill of death. Let those who seek war look beyond our shores. If King Harald brings peace, then I am happy to bend my knee to him.
What? What in hell's name are you doing, Father?
Securing a lasting peace, Sigurd. Our days of fighting are finished.
You said nothing of this to me. Not a word. And I will not yield a title that should be mine by right.
Then war will continue. Men will die, villages will burn, you foolish boy. This is our only way towards true peace.
You will die a thrall. You'll drink addled cow. Alone and toothless in a bed of straw.
Forgive my son.
Wow.
He is ruled by his emotions.
I take no offense, Styrbjörn Jarl, and I thank you for your fealty. It is natural to fear change, to resist it. But all things change and all things end.
I get the feeling this guy is just... He wants peace, but he wants it in his own image.
That was an ambush, Lord. Did you know of Styrbjörn's plans?
For some days, yes, I did. But it was not at my urging. It was his decision alone. Do you dream of a glorious future, Eivor? A warrior like you would be a boon to my clan.
I seek Valhalla? No. I am born to...
All I know of fate is that its pattern is unknowable. I do not worry beyond that fact.
I wish I understood you better. For those I do not understand, I do not trust, and I cannot stomach a lack of trust.
You have nothing to fear from me, King Harald. My loyalty lies with my brother Sigurd, and I bear you no ill will.
Then know that if you stay in Norway, both you and your brother must serve under me. Take tomorrow to think on this. But let us leave these
So if we stay there, we have to serve you. That's bullshit, but okay. The way I see it, they don't have to serve you. You just declared yourself as a king and got others to agree with you. That's just complete bullshit.
Arrow's colors. He is already marking his territory. Harold may be young, but he's clever. Do not underestimate him. He came of age very quickly.
Let's go sell those.
I find it flattering. You think one will marry you and carry you off to the capital?
Would he? Take his pleasure and move on, you moonlight magpie, leaving you with a little soldier to raise by yourself. Welcome. I have use for this. Anything else?
Nope, that's all.
Be well, friend.
See you, Red. Don't let the big bad wolf find you. That was a terrible joke. Enter? Nope.
Sit a while and play, friend.
Nope. Okay, I got a knock on this.
Open door. Come in, but keep your voice down. You will alert Harald's men.
Huh.
Where will we live? The English riches will fight back! The wars will never end!
Or they will push us into the Christian
Harold may be young, but he's clever.
I would make a better king than that jackass. And that's actually saying something because I technically was in D&D once. That would actually be another funny story for me to tell.
2 days ago, we rid this land of Kjotve and his dogs. Yet today,
Well, I wasn't an
we do
official
not
king, but
celebrate.
still.
Today we cower under a cloud of fear. But it need not be like this. We are not the heel-trodden subjects of a boy king. We are the Raven Clan. Our destiny is our own.
Did you know about your father's oath to Harold?
I did not. And for that my anger burns hotter than any man's here. But I will not let that drive me into despair. We cannot stay in Norway. Not under Harald's boot. Not without fueling more war. So we push forward to newer lands. To England. And there make a new home. A kingdom of our own.
The sons of Ragnar Lothbrok have been in England 8 winters already. Is there any land left for a clan of our size?
More than enough, wife. Of the 4 kingdoms of England, only one is truly pacified.
I have no desire to wear Harald's leash. I like this idea.
A saga for the ages, I agree.
It will take time and resources to build ourselves a new home, but the riches taken from Kjotve's raid would suffice.
No. That belongs to my father, as a fair compensation. In England, we must start anew.
You would start us with nothing, in a land we do not know, among people who hate us?
Kjotve's riches would go some way to easing our passage, Sigurd. I bested him. It is within my rights to claim his goods.
Our leaving must not be an assault on my father. It is a time of renewal for us.
If you object, I understand. Let your father keep Kjotve's riches. England will have riches and cargo enough for us.
Good.
I don't want to piss this guy off. He seems like a good guy at heart,
He's a
so...
wise leader who considers the need of others.
To England then, before the day is out. Pack what you need, but no more than that.
And tighten your lips. The last thing we need is the attention of Harald's troops.
Who's that? Oh, shit.
How much did you hear?
Enough. A new path is revealed and your journey will be challenging.
Will you not join us?
For my mother's sake, I cannot. But our threads will cross again before the final day. Until then, farewell.
You know, I may be a goblin at heart, but I know when to leave treasure. That's the one character about me that a lot of people should know. I know when's a good time to steal, and I know when's a good time not to.
Eivor, the wind favors us. We should set sail without delay.
You made quick work of packing. Well done.
The dream of new lands is a powerful lure.
As is the promise of glory. The act of leaving so beloved a home. There's a sadness to it.
Having doubts?
No, not at all. The die is cast.
Then let fate guide our journey. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let us tank to the water and leave unbothered while we have the chance.
That chance is past. Look!
Fate flies on swifter wings than we.
King Harold's banner.
Oh, what do these guys want? Are they blocking the way? No.
Sigurd, what is this assembly? What are you planning?
An exit, father. As graceful as I can. For if I cannot be king in the land of my birth, I will start a new saga. In England.
Nonsense. Your place is here, son, at my side. There will be other victories soon. Other glories.
My choice is made, father. Do not hope otherwise.
It is easy to lose one's way on the road to glory. Do not let false victories blind you to what is true.
You talk of false victories to me, old man? A sad old bear who destroyed his honor with one bent knee. The further I sail from this place, the louder I will sing.
I will be his anger, Lord.
No. You must be his better half. May Agir bless your voyage.
Okay, so they're not stopping us. Well, let's get the fuck out of here then. Oh, I had to pilot the ship. Oh, no, I don't. Thank goodness.
The time for tears is over, you weep. Big sacks of wool. Put some muscle into those fools.
We have an ocean to cross.
So, where's the other boats?
You lazy backgrounds. Sigurd, what's our course?
The sons of Ragnar established a settlement near the coast. We set sail for them. Ragnar, sing a song to lift our hood.
To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart from Thor to speed us on our way!
You know, I thought a Viking ship would be bigger, so I'm guessing this is a boat.
And on its far side, a new kingdom awaits.
You know England well from your travels.
I spent a season in their kingdom of Mercia, a temperate land, lush and wild. By now, the sons of Ragnar will have claimed its heart.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will join ours. In time, all of England will know of Raven Clan, and the glory be brought to that fractured land. So to England, glory and destiny!
To England!
To England! For Valhalla!
And there's the title, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I think I said that word right. What do we got here? Wait, is that the person from the last game, or is it a new person? I can't tell, the face is different. At least in my opinion. This person looks pissed off, kind of, at a certain angle. That was a little strange.
In a lecture at the University of Cambridge, Dr. Circa told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them.
Oh, I just realized something. If they did make a modern day Assassin's Creed game, they should make it so you have access to an animus that allows you to actually like play it during certain assassins like battle like times, like Vikings, gladiators, knights, that sort of shit. That way, when you're training like a new recruit, if you play as them early, you can play like have them go into like an animus thing to learn combat.
Find an answer soon. It may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve forever. Dr. Circa went on to say,
Bought you more electrolytes? Oh, new and improved citrus flavor.
Thanks, Sean.
The heck?
How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything?
Is that Eivor? Oh, please don't let that be Eivor.
You're a long way from home, Eivor.
Fuck. Wait, is this not England? If he's a long way from home, then how did he get there?
It's beautiful. But it's not normal. I'd love to play around, but I have bigger things on my mind. Did you get my tea? Some quality stuff here.
Mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How is the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
I went through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it. Let's have a look.
I remember that staff. Never understood it. I don't really care about the raid.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find...
Nope. That creeped me out. Creepy voices, that's a no-no.
Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all the garbage must be packed out, and please water the plants once a day. Yeah, I won't remember that. You gonna put this in the fridge, Sean?
Of course. In half a minute.
Remember, tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge. Sean, don't forget to water the plants while I'm under, okay?
I'll add it to the calendar. tattoo it on my leg.
Feeling okay?
Better. But I'm worried that it could happen again. The two data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like two minds, fighting over one brain. It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Could it be the staff? Interfering somehow?
How do you mean?
My headaches, my temper. They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying. I really am.
Well, guys, I think that should be the end of the video, and I decided for now on, after every end of a video, I'm going to tell you guys about my Scully character from D&D and Cyberpunk. And I'm going to explain how I ended up with two characters named Scully in Cyberpunk and D&D. I'm going to explain that on the very first video of Cyberpunk 2077. But I figure I'll tell you guys the story about how I became, well, a war chief, at least in D&D. See, the D&D party I was with, we used to actually play custom games in that. Now, well, with like our certain characters, we had to come up with backstories for them. Some of them made sense, some of them didn't. Some of them seemed over-exaggerated. Me, I decided to make it so I was a goblin, but I was like a mutation or something. I had like a different like colored skin compared to my clan that I was part of. Well, tribe, I guess. Yes, we lived in abandoned fort. I forgot what I named the fort. The fort was covered in moss, vines, and even had human remains and elven remains. I remember the story I came up with for the fort, though. Basically, it was a fort owned by an alliance of elves and humans. They were going to war against Droud, I think I said that right, and including some other races, until some type of poisonous gas was released in the fort. What the fuck is that?
Another satellite. There.
Can I check that out?
Someone's got mail. An invitation to a fair in Concord. Bring your best crop and you may win a prize. Tempting.
So, anyways.
Layla, you can't run away from this.
Where was I? Talking about... Anyways, so I started like reading my character. I liked goblins from the moment I heard about them when I was like really little. Found pictures of them from, I believe it was one of my family members' friends' like D&D books. I liked the look of them, and I started like reading about all different types. I started reading the new books later on in the future. So this goblin character, he was like a mutation, I guess, or a half-breed, I guess you can call him. His mother was a goblin, but his father was actually not a goblin, technically. He had goblin-like features, but he was not a goblin. Basically, his mother was human, but his father was a goblin. It's a long story, but basically my character is not a normal goblin size. He's not like as tall as a human, but he's basically... Think of a teenager, like a 15-year-old or something, like somebody of that height. Like medium height, I guess. Anyways, I remember coming up with stories about how he ended up going on raids and that, how he lived in like this fort for a long time. His mother was actually one of the clan leaders, or she was like a healer, like a mage, I guess you can call her. Anyways, over time, eventually the fort got attacked by a rival goblin group. It was attacked by red goblins. And there's like all different types of goblins, and I can't remember all types. I remember like adding like some red goblins. Basically, I remember from one of the books I read, so I figured it would make sense. Anyways, half of my like clan and that got killed. I ended up leaving, and I ended up in a city by the age of, I believe I was not 12, I think it was 13. Anyways, I ended up in a city, and I remember doing some jobs in that, at least in the backstory thing I wrote. I did odd jobs most of the time, mostly stealing in that, and I did some bounty hunting work, including debt collection. Most of the debt collection was just me breaking into people's houses and stealing their stuff. The bounty hunting thing, I actually did that once with a bounty hunter. In the backstory I made, so the bounty hunter tried to kill me, but I ended up escaping with the bounty, who was still alive, luckily. And after a while, I eventually ended up finding some of my clanmates, and I ended up creating a gang that was in the city. We called ourselves the Goblin Army. And I later on found out in Marvel Comics there was actually, I think, a Goblin group in there called the Goblin Army. When I found out about that, I actually laughed. And this was like way later on, after I like stopped playing D&D, I found out about that. But we did call ourselves the Goblin Army for a little bit, but then we got wiped out. Eventually I changed the name to the Gator Snakes, at least in the backstory. Eventually later on, and I end up like playing the game, I remember there was like an elf, dwarf, halfling, 2 humans, one was a cleric, the other one I believe was a wizard. I don't remember what the other guys' like character race was, but I also don't remember their classes. I believe there was a couple of people. Anyways, in the story, this person got a hold of our papers. He ended up like crafting a story. He made it so I came across some of my clanmates, including some of them who were part of that gang of mine that failed, and including the part of the second gang that also technically failed. So I decided that I was going to rebuild my clan instead of a gang. Now, in the story, we were trying to track down like this, I believe it was a king's son or something. He was like kidnapped by some rival like group or something, like to the kingdom. I don't remember. I think it was a duke or a king. I can't remember. There are a lot of stories. Only certain stories I remember, but anyways, I ended up actually getting a hold of some money from like this rival king, including information. However, instead of taking it to my party, I had a thought. What if I took this information, gathered my new reformed clan, went after this king's son, either brought him back to his dad and tried to get a reward for myself instead of the others, or I could ransom him off myself. Now, both ideas were screaming bad, but also good ideas at the same time. And I decided to flip a coin. Literally, I actually flipped a coin in-game and outside of game. And I asked the DM if I could flip a coin to decide on a decision. He allowed it. I did it. And I ended up actually taking the king's son back to the king, to which I did get a reward. However, as I was bringing the king's son to like the king, I had an idea on the way there. My idea was to make it so some of my clanmates, the ones who were the most stealthiest and sneakiest, break into his treasury and steal a certain amount of gold. I can't remember the amount, but I remember it was a lot. We needed 2 wagons to get the loads out of there. Anyways, as we were doing that, I take half the gold, and I wait for the rest of the party to show up, because I ended up ditching them to rescue the king's son myself. They show up. They're not pleased that I went at it alone, to which I actually basically lied to them, saying, and I had a feeling that they were all kill him, that sort of shit. I'm hoping to God those guys don't actually find this video. They'll be pissed if they found out that I actually lied about that. Basically, I made up some lie saying I found the intel. It said they were planning on killing him because they were trying to get a ransom from like some other people for him. Didn't work. Anyways, the goblins managed to make away with his gold in the wagons. The party did not seem the wiser. I ended up beating them for another couple of games. Eventually, I come across, believe it or not, my mother. And when I came across her, I instantly invited her to join the newly reformed clan, to which she became leader, due to the other goblins voting her leader, which actually kind of pissed me off. But I got made into a war chief. However, I did not stay around a lot and, well, do my war chief duties, like declaring war or that. Instead, I was focused on mostly getting a hold of gold, securing resources, and doing some other stuff during these jobs. Eventually, the clan did get off the ground and reform itself in this swampy, mountainous biome area. I don't remember what the territory was called, but we ended up making a new clan there, well, kingdom. Eventually, I got sick of being clan leader, so I ended up actually leaving. To which I then found myself part of a gang again. This time I was in a gang of, I believe it was 5 humans, 2 dwarves, and only 1 other goblin. But that gang was not destined to last. After a while, I kept trying to recreate the gator snakes in the goblin army multiple times. Didn't work. The one time it did work was the last time I actually played D&D before I tried Cyberpunk. And that was actually the time I became, well, a goblin king. Well, not a legitimate goblin king. But that's a story for the next video. And if you guys stayed to the end of this, I'm sorry about boring you with the story. I figure I'll tell stories about D&D and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Maybe I'll even tell you guys is the cross D&D game based in the Marvel Universe, including the DC Universe, and hell, even Mass Effect. Heck, sorry, my throat's a little dry. When Cyberpunk comes out, I'm going to explain why 2 characters are named Scully in that game, and both look like goblins. And it's not 2 characters in. Basically, it's the reason why I made both characters the same in D&D and Cyberpunk. I'll explain that. But without further ado, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you want to see more content, subscribe and hit the bell notification so you'll always be notified. And to my fellow goblins out there, may your pockets be full of gold, and may your looting always be plentiful. Oh, and to any other people out there, any other races, please leave a like, please subscribe. Otherwise, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of goblins. That was just a bullshit joke. But anyways, without further ado, this has been Scully the Goblin, and maybe I will one day explain why I'm calling myself Scully the Goblin and not Scully Broker. Broker is the last name of my goblin. But anyways, without further ado, peace out, goblins. Have a lovely night. And if you like this game, go to a store and buy it, or buy it online. It's actually pretty fun. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, bitches.